So often traders struggle to know when the perfect time is to enter their trade. Today we talk about the signs and signals to know when to enter. Let's get into it. Traders, welcome back to the Road to 20 PA video series. And as you can tell by our account balance in the top left-hand corner of your screen, we had a red day today. And why is that? That is because we did not time our entries properly. When you're trading, you need to make sure you know the exact moment you want to enter your trades and when the correction phases of the market ends and when the push phase begin. And it's very easy to lose trades when you can't predict the end of one market cycle and the beginning of another. So without further ado, let's get into the live trades and what I was thinking at the time, and then afterwards I will explain why I should have waited a little bit longer and been a tad more patient with my entry. Alright guys, starting the video as I'm planning on taking my first trade of the day. 80.75. If this signal bar closes good, we can be in for a decent trade. 82.75, 80.75. See if we can get it to close red. Strong rejection by EMA. Need it to close red. Don't go any further. Come on. Triggered. See if we can get a pullback real quick.
Order filled.
Alright, and we are filled, guys. What we had here was downtrend working lower. This was a very broad downtrend. And then we had a perfect measured legged, two-legged break of this downtrend. And as soon as we reached the measured move, we had a strong push below EMA. Very strong push below EMA. And then from this high, you have first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure at EMA. Great signal bar. We should get new extreme of this shortened downtrend and new extreme of this really broad downtrend. So let's see if we can get the scalp real quick.
Spent the whole day in my head. Do a little spring cleaning. I'm always too busy dreaming. Well, maybe I should wake up instead. A lot of things I regret, but I just say I forget. Why can't it just be easy? Why does everybody need me to stay? Oh, I hate the feeling when you're high but you're underneath the ceiling.
Order filled.
And we got stopped out, guys. Not sure exactly what happened. Maybe we found a little bit of support here. I still really like the trade. Again, we had this very broad move down. We have 1, 2, 3 confirmations of this trend line, so you know it's confirmed. And then again, you have coming off the bottom of the, maybe it's because we're coming off the bottom of the trading range, but it really looked like that trade was going to work. Watch, it's going to work right now. It's going to stop us out and then perfectly play out. Maybe we jumped the gun a little bit too early. Let's see what happens. I'll keep the video running. It looks like EMA's holding now, actually. Again, we had this two-legged break of this uptrend or of this downtrend. So you have first leg up, you have a break, and then you have a second push to new extreme. And with that, the uptrend played out because it made a push and got a new high. And after that, after two legs in one direction, you expect correction or reversal. And as soon as we reached this level, we had a strong push below EMA, very strong, like 3 bars. It moved about 84, 81, about 4 points down. And then from this high, you have first entry long, first attempt to push back above the EMA, and then you have pull back, second attempt to push above the EMA, and I went short under this pin bar right here, and it really tried to push above the EMA on the second attempt, and then it flipped back down, and it instantly got rejected by the EMA, and I entered under this bar. And usually, after 2 attempts by the buyers to push it through the EMA, they'll throw in the towel and give up. But I guess it wasn't the case with this trade, and they continued pushing the bulls higher. I guess we do have a shortened uptrend in play, but I don't know. I'll start the video. Let me take our next trade. Alright guys, starting the video as I'm planning on taking my first trade, or second trade of the day. If it triggers below this bar, see if we can get filled. We have a deeper limit order because the bar is very big, but what we have here is it's the exact same setup that our first trade was, but it's on a larger scale. So we even got a third leg up, and now with this green leg that stopped us out the first time. But now we can expect a measured move for this shortened downtrend to play out, and for this broadened downtrend to play out. So let's see if we can get filled here. And as you can see from this high,
Order submitted.
we have a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. We are even maybe in some sort of a downtrend like this, something like that, which is good if it is, because that means our stop loss is protected by this trend. But I am expecting to get a measured leg from this first leg down, and to make this downtrend play out that was in the beginning of the day. So this is an exact same setup. It's a failed second entry long, lower high, which is exactly what we took on our first trade. We had this, but the only problem with our first trade was that this shortened uptrend was still in play. So I just kind of pulled the trigger a little too quickly on that one. But now I think we got the right trade down. Strong rejection from EMA and a lot of lower highs in a row, with this shortened downtrend needing to be reached and this broadened downtrend to be reached. I think we have a pretty good trade on our hands, but let's see.
Got the cards in my hand, I hate them. Yeah. Get everything I need and I'm gone. But it ain't stealing. Can I get a break? I wish that I could just get out my goddamn way. What is there to say? There ain't a better time than today. Maybe I'll lay down for a little, instead of always trying to figure everything out. And all I do is say sorry. Half the time I don't even know what I'm saying it about. Good news, good news, good news, that's all they wanna hear. No, they don't like it when I'm down, but when I'm flying, oh, it make them so uncomfortable, so different. What's the difference? When it ain't that bad, it could always be worse.
Order.
Alright guys, and we're filled. As you can see, I think with the first trade that we took, our first loser, we just jumped the gun a little bit too quickly. As you can, the way we entered that trade was off a failed second entry long, which is the exact same way we entered this trade. And as you can see from this high, we had first entry long, pulled back, second entry long. This is just to the tick. It's very small triggers above the previous bars. It's not broad moves like this one was. So you had a two-legged break, and then this broader uptrend that broke higher just stopped us out on that trend before the market eventually went in the direction that we were initially thinking. And then we re-entered on that trade. We are getting the measured move just about right now, and that just goes to show you why you guys have to stay patient when you're trading. You can't jump the gun and enter in on trades a little bit too early, because I would have been up money right now, but now I'm just about break even. But it happens. whole part of trading. Let's see if we can get a runner to the bottom of this broader trend where we're expecting it to play out.
Running out of gas, hardly anything left. Hope I make it home from work. So tired of being so tired. Well, I gotta build something beautiful just to go set it on fire. No lie, but sometimes the truth don't sound like the truth. Maybe because it ain't. I just love the way it sound when I say it. Yeah, it's what I do. If you know me, it ain't anything new. Wake up to the moon. Haven't seen the sun in a while, but I heard that the sky's still blue. Yeah, heard they don't talk about me too much no more. That's the problem with a closed door. Good news, good news, good news. That's all they wanna hear. No, they don't like it when I'm down. But when I'm flying, no, it make them so uncomfortable, so different. What's the difference? There's a whole lot more for me waiting on the other side. I'm always wondering if it feel like summer. I know maybe I'm too late. I could make.
Order filled.
And alright guys, our runner just got stopped out. As you can see, it perfectly reached the measured move that we were expecting to get to, and then instantly reversed back up. And that's just how price action works, man. The market moves in pairs of two, so you can see these two clear legs up right here, two clear legs down right here, and now I'm expecting a push above the EMA, and then maybe a first entry short, second entry short failure to get to the highs of this trading range. I think there's more support around right here at this level. Let me draw it real quick. Around right here. I think this is a better trading range to be trading off of. Let's just put the highs here. Extend it over real quick because this bigger one it's not getting to the top or the bottom of the bigger trading range. So I think I'm going to play this smaller one, but let's see what happens. Start the video on me take our next trade. And those were our 2 live trades for the day. Let's get into the chart one more time. These 2 blue arrows are where I took both of my entries, and here's why I entered a little too early. So as you heard my explanation for taking that first losing trade, I was looking at these 2 measured legs up in the trading range, and as soon as this measured leg was met, you had 2 attempts in one direction. Usually that's the end of the correction phase, and then the push phase will resume shortly after. So I was looking to go short. We got a strong push below EMA, and then from this high you had first attempt higher over this red bar, pull back, second attempt higher, and then at the EMA began to hold, and that bar flipped immediately down, which signifies that the market is going to go lower. But what you don't see is that you need to wait for the shortened uptrend to play out. So as you can see, we got a break of this downtrend, and even though there's a failed second entry long at EMA, which perfectly goes with our trade plan, this trend right here that I'm dragging around is still in play. So you never know if it's going to bounce off this bottom trend line, and the correction phase is going to continue to go up just a little bit higher and stop you out. So that's why you need to be careful and time your entries a little bit better. The second time when I entered this trade, let me draw it out for you. I was predicting this second leg down to play out the initial downtrend right here. And at the second entry over this bar right here, you had this uptrend, and you finally had a break of the correction phase, and then you had a first attempt to get new extreme, push below EMA, second attempt to get new extreme, another push below EMA, and then a lower high confirmation, which means this is probably, the correction phase is most likely over. But all you have to do is wait for this the shortened correction uptrend to get a break of this bottom trend line. You cannot go short before you see that, or else you will get trapped exactly like I did today. And now that you guys know when and where to enter your orders, if you guys are still watching the video, that means you probably like the content. So please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. We just reached our 50 subscriber milestone, which I was super psyched about waking up this morning. Thank you guys for all the support. Let's make it 100. With that said, I hope you guys had a great trading day today in this slow and congested market. And I will see you guys tomorrow to make tons of money with you. Peace out.